they clinical insane. We keep it so metal that we spitting your refrain. Adam Story's got a point, and if you let him explain, it's the pun of all puns, get a pun with Papa Wayne. Rum tapping the vein, and 9 minutes bringing pain. MHOG secreting, leaving a stain. You ain't as dope as us, bitch. Stay in your lane.
And welcome back
from the gall.
to the Metal Hand of God podcast.
Hey.
The most dangerous podcast on the internet. I am your host, Wayne, and sitting beside me.
Bob, why you said that like Mrs. Doubtfire?
Oh.
You were like, hello.
Hello, everybody.
First day as a woman, and I'm already getting hot.
Actually, you know, y'all say who y'all are, please, just so these
Adam.
people know who you are.
I'm Kyle.
Anyway, it's nice to be actually recording.
Yeah,
again
man.
today,
It's been like ages.
It's been too fucking long.
The rock
actually.
of ages, man.
So how have you guys been? I mean, I know we sat here and talked for like 45
Well, besides
minutes.
getting our dicks wet, high five it. Yeah. Oh, with the slow high fives.
I'm good. I'm good.
There it
I'm good with
is.
that. I'm good with that.
I've been doing pretty well, man. Been doing pretty well.
You've been doing all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kicking ass, taking names.
Ursula with Cruella de Ville. I never seen that, but Cruella's eyebrows are terrible.
Yeah, well, it's not any movie or anything. It's just a toy they put together to make you spend more money.
I think they're making a new. I think it's going to be called Cruella. But
Yeah. Like the dogs.
And they chose Emma Stone to play Cruella de Ville.
Emma Stone.
Well,
Like,
that's all right.
That's not Cruella de Ville.
Nah.
You don't want to fuck Cruella de Ville. That's weird.
No.
That was.
I don't know why not.
That was a problem that I had.
Skywalking all these haters.
That's a problem I had with like Man of Steel with Ma Kent and the new Spider-Man.
Mock Kent?
Ma Kent.
Ma Kent?
Superman's mom.
Oh, Ma Kent.
Yeah.
Oh.
You thought that was a rap or something? Ma Kent?
Yeah, I didn't know
Kent?
what the fuck.
I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
That would be a new rapper, Ma Kent.
It's like an Asian rapper.
No, Ma Kent and Aunt May from Spider-Man. Like they're both hot now.
It's like you're a young Aunt May.
Like I was cool when it was Sally Field because I've never wanted to fuck Sally Field. But like, what is it, Diane?
I don't know, but
I can't think of her name. But the woman that plays Ma Kent, Diane something, she has been sexy for fucking ever, and she still is. She's getting older, but she still looks good. And then Marissa Tomei, I think she looks better as she gets older. I think she's one of those women.
Huh.
You know who else I never used to be attracted to, but now that she's older, there's something about her? Michelle Pfeiffer. Never used to
The
find her
Fife.
Never found her attractive. But now, she's something about her that's kind of old and used
Something
up.
about Michelle Pfeiffer.
She looks kind of dirty.
Does she?
A little bit.
That's understandable.
Not like dirt, like real dirty, but like she did dirty shit.
Oh, like got a booty hole licked on a rusty pole?
Oh, that definitely happened. Kyle, she was a star in the 80s.
Yeah. Okay, definitely got that asshole licked there. Especially if you're an 80s star. I think 80s was the time of licking asshole, but people didn't want to tell that they licked asshole. Like, everybody licked some asshole back in the 80s. But nowadays, like, people are prevalent to lick asshole, and, like, they're definitely about saying licking asshole, but they don't want to say that they lick asshole.
I couldn't do it.
No? Why not?
I don't think anybody's clean enough. I know when you eat pussy, like, it's probably not as clean as you want to pretend.
But still, nah.
But still,
Yeah.
eating ass, no, couldn't do it.
If it gets down to that point.
Oh, whatever. It's right there.
there.
It's right there. It's no different.
What? This is the weirdest fucking peer pressure I've ever had in my life. There isn't even ass for me to lick.
pressured. But, you know.
Y'all are both teaming up on me
Have somebody
to
sit
lick
on
some
your
ass,
face the
which
wrong
sounds
way.
like a fucked up gay porn.
Have somebody sit on your face the wrong way. Get
You know,
that,
look,
get that asshole
I'm with
taste
you,
in their
Kyle.
mouth,
I mean,
man.
it's right there.
Okay, you said it yourself. The wrong way. Mm-hmm. There's a right way to do things the wrong way.
That's true.
Getting shit on your tongue is the wrong way.
Dude, who said you got to get shit on your tongue? Ain't nobody saying go
There's
spelunking.
particles. Particles.
There's particles on the vagina as well.
We've covered that, and we for the necessities of vaginal discourse.
The
okay,
bare naked necessities?
you gonna sing it now?
No, I'm not.
Look for the vaginal necessities.
Vaginal necessities.
Those hairy, dirty necessities.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry, I don't want to eat ass. Sorry if that disappoints people. I didn't, you know.
But you out of most people would seem like you'd seem like you would delve into the ass.
Are you trying to say
what?
Why? Because his face look like ass?
Hold on, Kyle. What is about me, like, out of everybody that I look like I would eat ass?
I mean, you say some gross shit. It just seems like you would eat some ass.
Man, Kyle's really judgmental today. I'm feeling.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It is day 23. # cold turkey. Still going strong. Goddammit.
I'm gonna slip something in
going
your drink
strong.
and fuck up your.
That would be terrible. You'll be a
fuck
horrible
up Kyle
friend.
to sober.
I've actually been having to smell my juices when people give them to me.
Really?
It's like, hey man, you want me to get you a drink? I was like, give me an orange juice, and they give it to me. I'm like, all right.
Really?
Just checking. Yeah.
Like, you got friends that are that shitty.
No, they're not that shitty. I just don't. It's hard to trust. It's just hard to trust certain drinks.
Well, I'm just saying, if you have
What
to
do you
check,
think that's spontaneously going to turn into fucking vodka and soda?
Is that shit that old that it's gonna be alcohol?
Well, most fucking juices at bars taste like they could be that old, and it's like, dude, you need to change the juice out. Like,
Well, orange juice. The thing you got to remember is, like, a lot of times they use those.
they use the tap. They use the spray gun.
They use those Tropicana mini bottles. And when you look at those, if you look at the bottom, it's like thick and gross.
Well, that's where everything settles, and you got to shake that shit up.
Yeah.
But even when you shake it up, it doesn't ever quite taste right.
If you let it sit there for too long, it doesn't matter how much ice it's in, it's still gonna ferment, and you still gonna get that wang to it.
Sounds like you need to go get a drink from some other bar. Going to the parade and what's the other one across from the parade over there in the French Quarter? The Oz. That's probably why your drinks taste like wang
over there. Yeah, they give you.
They got a little wang to it, huh, bro?
So what you gonna do when the sober's over? Is it gonna be like shots?
Yeah, for some reason they everybody's okay. I demoed this place, Sips on Canal, right next to the Bulldog, and they had a small bottle. They had a $16 bottle of Jean-Claude.
Van Damme?
No, just Jean-Claude something. Jean-Claude Claude.
Man,
some shit
JCVD needs his own liquor.
He's got a show on Amazon.
Does it?
Yeah. But he has that, and I got that. I'm going to pop that open. And also for my Kris Kringle, this guy gave me Francis Coppola's. He has like a 2-disc. One's Wizard of Oz and one's King Kong, and they're both wines. And so, like...
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's just like a little box set. I like
that. That's cool. That's cool.
It's supposed to be a $20 gift. It seems more than $20, but I'll take it, even though I'm not supposed to be drinking shit.
Well, you keep it to the side, man.
I got it to the side, and I've also stacked up on a whole bunch of weed and shit.
All right.
I'm prepared. I just need to
man,
get cars.
You stocking that shit up. You better watch your roommate, man. He might be...
My roommate's gone, and he
what?
Also, well, yeah, he's not. He's gone back home for the holidays.
Oh,
yeah. No. Pause.
He's like, he's gone.
Nice
I killed him. He's in the fucking closet with the old man that rent from.
He's cool. He's not gonna go nowhere. We have a pretty good running going on right now.
He pitches, you catch. I get it.
Yeah, or nope.
No,
I would be pitching.
Oh, okay, all right.
I can say this because
I got a fastball.
The only
too.
people I've been roommates with don't listen to the show. I think the best thing about having roommates when they go away like for like at least a day or two.
Dig through that shit.
All the shit that you can do naked in the living room.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
Like especially like one person who don't listen to the show, because he'd probably be pretty mad. It was his sofa.
Oh, nice.
And I was real adamant about me putting a blanket over it.
Oh, no.
I was like, one day I was sick. I just laid naked on the sofa and like rubbed in and shit like that.
Naked on the sofa. That's a good sitcom.
I would not watch that.
No.
I definitely.
Kevin James stars in Naked on the Sofa. Watch him eat Pringles. Watch him complain about his wife's weight.
Oh, big grains of salt in your pee hole.
Wow, that's nice.
But I definitely like to act like an unfit mother when he leaves and just fucking clean the shit out of the house.
You're an unfit mother?
Unfit mother, just because, I don't do anything else for him. But once he leaves, I'll clean the house.
You're like, I got
Kyle,
unfit mothers clean the house when their children are gone because they do a lot of drugs.
And okay, all right.
No, you don't. Yeah,
None of that's true, Kyle.
Lots
I
of cocaine?
thought.
What do you mean none of that's true?
People
Have
that
you
do
not seen
drugs.
it?
People that do drugs generally don't clean.
Are you serious? People that do cocaine.
Massive drugs.
People that do cocaine.
Coke
shit.
addicts clean everything.
All right, well.
Yes.
Because they're so fucking motivated.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it happen firsthand. I've seen somebody rake up wet leaves first thing in the morning after working a night shift.
That's awesome.
It's like, that's definitely drugs right there. That's definitely cocaine. That's a terrible drug. You worked a night shift, you came home 7 in the morning, and you raking up leaves.
That's a hell of a drug.
That are wet. What are we doing? With your bare hands. We didn't have no rake.
But you didn't dump her, did you?
Huh? Oh, this wasn't this nothing that had to do with me. I was just living in the house. This is not my counterpart.
Kevin,
thank God, Kevin.
Kevin, what was you doing, Kevin?
I was say, thank God, Kevin didn't marry that one.
Yeah, funny thing.
Oh, so he did.
Do I need to cut that out?
No. We all know what happened with that one.
I kind of figured that's where that was going, honestly.
She is no longer in the picture now.
That's good. That's good.
God.
Oh, this is the X.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Oof.
Understood.
It's like, Jesus, you know that's drugs. You definitely know that's drugs.
Must have been fun.
It's like, why don't you clean up inside? What the fuck? Why don't you start there first?
Nah, I like the outside yard. That's fun. That's fun.
We gotta prove a point.
3 seconds later, she's trying to rake up dirt in the house. Man, why you fucked up the tile?
I wanted to bring up Texas Frightmare this year. The reason why is because they booked 2 people that I'm really like super pumped about, and I really hope I get to go, or we get to go, whatever. They booked Doug Bradley, which I know you have no idea who that is offhand, but you do know who Clive Barker is.
Yeah,
they booked Clive Barker and Doug Bradley is Pinhead.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they booked those 2 guys and like 3 other the Cenobite creatures from Hellraiser, which is one of my all-time favorite horror movies. So that's gonna be really kind of cool to go see.
I've watched one of the Hellraisers. Didn't the Hellraiser have one of those hallway scenes where a monster was coming down a hallway?
And that was Ghostbusters, Kyle.
No, it was Hellraiser. I'm pretty sure it was Hellraiser. I think it was the first Hellraiser where there was a monster. I think
you're right.
Hallway,
it looks like a dream
see
segment.
The whole production team behind the monster.
No. You're thinking of Labyrinth with the little monkeys.
No. It was a monster coming down the hallway.
Well, it's not It's definitely not Hellraiser with the production team. I can promise you that.
Did they have a monster coming down the hallway in Hellraiser?
No. They had like a dream segment that was kind of like. I don't even know how to explain it. It wasn't a hallway though. It was just like the big monster face, and all of a sudden something else, and the girl was running from it. But it wasn't a hallway.
It was something. I seen one of the movies, and it's like you could see people back there. Now you may have. It might have been It could have been one of the later ones. It might have been one of the later ones
because they have like 7 or 8 now, and I'll stop watching after 4. So I don't know what the later ones are about. But
yeah, you could definitely.
Well, didn't they reboot it? Isn't there like a new beginning?
They tried to reboot it with some new characters.
Maybe
and
he's
stuff,
thinking it out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking maybe.
Did they have a box? Or did they have the
puzzle box? Yeah,
that was a Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I wasn't. Yep. It was a Hellraiser.
Yeah, it's definitely the puzzle box.
Huh.
Because I know the first two movies are definitely like they were probably one of the first they're like really groundbreaking when it comes to like visual effects. Because when they did they actually had an entire person like reform from blood to veins and all kind of shit. Yeah.
Which one was that?
Probably one of all of them, but because it happened to a bunch of them. Yeah.
Oh well, then one of the hell races. One of the hell races. You can see the production team in the back. It's like, what the fuck are y'all doing back there? Y'all are making the monster run and shit. This is terrible.
They're hanging out.
This is terrible.
But yeah, man, like I said, those guys are gonna be there, and that's cool. One of the guys from Wings is gonna be there. Remember that show Wings?
Yeah. Is it?
It's not the guy. It's not the guy who plays Sandman. It's the other dude.
I played Sandman.
Yeah, there was one dude from Wings that played Sandman in one of the
no. You're talking about Thomas Hayden Church.
Yes.
No, I was thinking it could be one of the two brothers because
it is one of the two brothers.
Okay, it's probably the younger brother whose name escapes me, but he's been in a ton of stuff. But he was in the Stephen King remake of what is it? The one in the hotel.
The Langoliers? Oh.
No, not
The Shining.
The Shining. He was in the remake of The Shining that was more faithful to the book. Kyle's got to pee.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's nice.
That was very nice of you.
Kyle shit on us.
Still in there. I wish this was a video podcast.
Walk around that way and go see if my son's still sleeping.
But yeah, Steven Weber.
Steven Weber is who it is.
He was the dad. He played the Jack Nicholson character in the remake of The Shining. So I assume that's why they have him there.
There's a bunch of other things that he's doing. He's done. But yeah, so like Steven Weber's going to be there, which is kind of cool.
The guy who played the brother, Tim Daly, was actually the original voice of Superman in Superman the Animated Series.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
They replaced him when they did like Justice League and all that. I guess because he didn't want to come back or some shit like that, or maybe wanted more money. I don't know.
Who knows? But there's a bunch of good ones this year too. Shaggy's coming back. I can't think of his name.
Dak Shepard?
No. He's talking about
Shaggy.
Hackers.
God.
Man, I can't think of his name. It's right on the tip of my tongue too.
He was in Scream.
That guy.
Yeah, that one.
You really know who we're talking about? Or you? I can't think of his name.
I know who you're talking about.
Shawnee Smith's going to be there. I don't know if you know who she is.
Yeah, I know who she is. I've had a crush on her forever.
Me too. Yeah, Shawnee Smith's going to be there.
You know what I want to ask her about?
What's that?
It's damn sure not Saw. I'd want to ask her about Harry Crumb.
Yes. Who's Harry Crumb? Yeah.
You never saw Who's Harry Crumb? Do you like John Candy at all?
Yeah.
It's one of John Candy's better films.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Probably one of his best films.
I agree. It's really funny.
And it's got like a lot of like people who were kind of famous in the 80s.
But they're really famous.
Including, can't think of his name, but the dude who ended up like getting charged with child pornography with the red hair.
Jared Fogle?
No. He's talking about the guy, the principal from
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller, yeah.
I can't think of his name. I can't think of
he was really famous for a long time, and they caught his ass with child porn.
He was big in the 80s and going into the 90s.
Yeah.
And then about 3 or 4 years ago.
It was longer than that. It was longer than that. It was over 10 years.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, he had all kinds of child pornography, and they caught him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not the one at Bueller. No,
that's Ben Stein.
Ben Stein. When Ben Stein's money? Why doesn't he do that anymore?
Because somebody lost all his money.
You know, Ben Stein was never a comedian, though, right?
No.
Like, he did acting work, but
he's a comedian.
He was like comedy actor, not comedian.
Oh.
But he did that stuff on the side. But Ben Stein's was like a speechwriter for Nixon or Reagan. It might be Reagan.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's why when Ben Stein's money, like, he wasn't like Jimmy Kimmel.
Intelligent.
Jimmy Kimmel was the comedy side of that, and Ben Stein obviously had a sense of humor. But like he's just like a super smart guy.
Yeah,
that's why you give
that
works. He clears the red out.
I like a good
dry sense of humor.
And,
I was gonna say
and pussy.
Not straw man. Damn. Yeah, I know. I like dry pussy. That's okay. I got it.
Sandpiper.
Got the joke. I'm just trying to think of when you got the jokey one and then the one that's like
the straight guy,
straight man. That's what it is.
Jesus, we're all absent-minded professors today.
I'm just getting older, man.
Plug that in, please. Thank you.
But they said that's a sign of intelligence, though. When you
you starting to like lose your mind.
No, when you forget certain shit, that's just making room for shit that you would like to know.
Is that his wife or his daughter?
That is his daughter.
Holy shit! Brad Dourif's daughter is fucking fine.
Brad Dourif is going to be there.
I thought Brad Dourif was dead. Just
really? Is that the guy that
I must have confused with somebody else.
No, Brad Dourif is the guy who does the voice for Chucky. He's the one who does the voices.
Hi, I'm Chucky.
This is.
You know what?
He was also
I'm
in
definitely obviously I'm thinking of somebody different, but I was thinking of somebody from a different horror movie that did a couple years ago.
No, he's definitely still alive. He's going to be there. He's also was in the Lord of the Rings and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He was in all kind of shit. But yeah, his daughter's pretty good looking.
This isn't a spoiler, but since we're talking about people's like daughters and shit like that, so having a conversation. It's not a spoiler.
Kick ass
about Last Jedi.
Okay.
We were talking about how Carrie Fisher comes across in the movie. I was asking somebody, I was like, did you feel like she was even Princess Leia? Like,
no.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, I didn't know you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
And it's like she didn't. And I was saying, I think the reason she did the movie was just because she wanted to get her daughter, because her daughter's in half the movie. Her daughter's in more of the movie than she is. She doesn't have as much of a role.
Which one's her daughter?
Okay, the lieutenant that is with Poe Dameron half the time. The kind of chubby faced girl. She's leading the evacuation.
The one that got blown up?
No, she doesn't die in the movie.
You sure?
I don't think so. If she does, it's at the end of the movie.
Okay, all right.
She's with Poe Dameron when they're in the cockpit hitting all the buttons. I'm trying not to give anything away. Okay, they're executing their plan.
Yeah,
and they seal the door.
Right.
There's two people. There's Poe Dameron. There's
and
a
her.
girl.
Okay, all right. I got
she's Carrie Fisher. And if you look at a picture of her, you kind of see Carrie Fisher's face.
The dead one, right?
The one who just
Carrie
died.
Fisher's dead. Yeah. But yeah, she's in a good chunk of the movie, and I was like, maybe that's why she did it, because she doesn't seem enthused. She just feels like she's there.
And she's got that weird lisp thing she does with her mouth now because of all the drugs. Yeah.
Oh. I mean, it could be that too, but I just think they didn't give her a lot. But also, did either of y'all see? And again, this is not a spoiler at all. Did either of y'all see the interviews with Mark Hamill?
I did. It's fucking pathetic.
Okay, did you ever see the Ben Affleck interview for Batman vs Superman?
Oh, I've heard about it.
Well, he's just staring.
You should watch that one.
I actually did see, like, I saw memes and shit of his face and his reaction. I think I've seen bits and pieces of it.
That's exactly what it is.
It's what happened with Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, like,
because it's supposed to be really good and it didn't do as good as
No. It's because he hated
Mark Hamill hated the movie.
He hated what they did to his character.
And I was watching, like,
in the new movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching 5 different clips, or maybe it was more than that, of different interviews that he did in the last few weeks, and every one of them, he actually looks like Luke in the movie. He just looks angry.
Yeah.
And like people ask him questions about the movie, like, what do you feel this adds to Luke Skywalker? And they, like, a lot of times they cut it off because he just gives this look like, I don't give a fuck. You can clearly tell that's what he wants to say.
Oh, shit.
And there's one where this dude who I'm pretty sure, like, is in the closet, like, because I don't think he came out yet.
Keep it in the closet.
No, you shouldn't keep it in the closet. You should be free to express yourself, Kyle.
That's not what Michael said.
Shawn Michaels?
Jackson.
Oh, gotcha.
Michael Jackson. Oh, okay. All right. Well,
we're all over the place.
Yeah, we're all over the place. When are we not? But he's this bald in the closet gay dude is interviewing him, and he keeps asking him like fan questions. Matt Lillard
was the guy.
Damn, he looks old.
Matt Lillard.
Oh shit! That is either that's a bag picture or. God damn, I like
Jesus, Matthews. That's the Boxins right there.
I want to talk to him about
and heroin.
And I'm not doing this to be contrarian.
Mexican.
But all these actors that people want to ask them questions about famous, it's usually like
I want to talk about other stuff they did.
I want to talk about Hackers. I love Hackers.
Right, that was a great fucking movie.
But yeah, this gay dude is interviewing him, keeps asking him fan questions. And every question, Mark Hamill gives like a short answer, like I don't really care. And you could tell the dude's flustered, like I don't know what to do. I'm talking to fucking Luke Skywalker / the Joker.
As they filmed and they played this role, did he not like it as they were filming?
He didn't like it from the time he read it.
From the beginning.
But basically, what he said this publicly. He told Rian Johnson, I do not agree with a single choice
you did to my character.
You made for this character. That said, I'm an actor, and my job is to play out the script that you gave me.
But this is what he's been doing for the longest, though. How can you just botch his fucking
It's there his entire life.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't go. I mean, you haven't even seen the movie yet. You ought to go see it without. I mean, have you started Your Old Lady on the movies?
No, not yet. We watched Bright yesterday.
All right. You can tell. I haven't seen it, but you can tell me about it without the spoilers. I don't really care much. Like,
just tell me, is it good?
It's good.
Is it worth the watch?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man, it's fucking action packed. They got a whole bunch of crazy shit. Shit doesn't make sense. Most of it doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, all right, we'll go with that.
When they first played the trailer, it looked like they were gonna play it straight. Like, yeah, this is a world where goblins and shit exist, but like this is it's gonna be like racial strife. But yeah, then the second trailer is like, we get a magic wand, and like it gets
really weird.
It's the plot of the movie SWAT, the adaptation of SWAT.
But it's in Alien Nation meets fucking Lord of the Rings.
With a little bit of Training Day in it.
Yeah. And every Will Smith movie ever. Bad Boys.
I'm okay with that.
Right there.
We ain't never getting Bad Boys 3.
Oh, he was a badass with the guns. Then
I might watch it sometime.
He's got to be a badass with guns in every movie now.
Of course, it's since Deadshot for sure.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, of course you're gonna be a badass with these guns.
Well, he got to do. I hope this is successful for him because he needs like a win, and I do not think he's gonna be good as the genie.
Oh fuck!
I think they made a bad choice.
Get the fuck out of here! What is happening?
He's the genie in Aladdin.
The new Aladdin movie.
The Disney movie,
like live action or something?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he'll probably be like CGI, but it is a live action movie.
It's gonna be the voice?
Yeah.
No one's ever gonna be able to do it like Robin.
Exactly.
Well, I'm okay with that. You shouldn't try to be Robin Williams. The problem is Will Smith,
him a black guy.
I don't know that that's even true. I think
if they were gonna go with him, black guy, they should have went with Eddie Murphy. He's every other voice in the fucking goddamn world.
You know what? Eddie Murphy actually probably could have pulled it off.
He would have. He would have been more fun.
I like that.
You can't the genie is straight up Robin Williams. Like, you can't pretend otherwise. But that's a choice they made. It was original at the time.
Yeah.
Will Smith is the same thing as Robin Williams, where he just plays himself in every movie. But I don't think that works for this character.
You're just gonna have one straightforward. That's it.
Hey.
It's not gonna change levels.
Come on, Genie.
I don't care. I don't think the race of the person matters.
No.
He's gonna be snarky.
I think they should have gone with somebody you've never heard of before, with an original voice. Maybe it could have been a comedian. It could have been Kyle Smith for all I care.
Yeah. Fucking Jay Farrell could do it.
Who's Jay Farrell?
Jay Farrell, he's the black impressionist.
Oh yeah, that guy's funny,
I've
man.
I've never seen him.
He's good. He's really good. He was on Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live, yeah. I mean,
okay, that's why. I don't watch Saturday Night Live.
I mean, I've only seen like clips of him doing stuff. I never watched him.
You give JB Smoove.
I know him. He's funny.
He's not.
You don't think JB Smoove is funny?
I hate JB Smoove.
Oh.
He's funny to the white folk, and I don't like it.
Why?
So are you.
You're funny to the white folks too, motherfucker.
But you can see what he does, and it's like, that is definitely not funny at all. And it's just you yelling at people.
He's kind of the early 2000s version of Jimmy Walker.
He's in everything. I hate it.
I don't think he's in that much. I see him here and there, but maybe he's in a lot of black people shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what it is.
I've seen him in a few sitcoms and stuff like that. He's usually the black
I don't even know who that is.
To the white guy in a lot of sitcoms.
Like offhand, I probably know who his face is, but I don't know who he is.
He's not famous, but he's one of those people that you just see in a lot of shit.
He actually he does a commercial. I forget. I don't see commercials anymore.
Oh yeah, the black guy. Yeah, whatever. Go ahead. What's the next story?
Yeah.
So
Ethan Embry, I know you like him.
I do love Ethan Embry, and actually, there's a lot of movies. Empire Records is definitely one of them.
Yes.
Was it Chris? No, it's Vegas Vacation.
Vegas Vacation. Yes.
He played Rusty.
Don Cockroach. What does that say?
What?
What does that say? What's the second movie? Don something?
That's the name of the director. That was a
Don Cockroach sounds like the next DreamWorks movie.
That was a collection of horror movie shorts that they did, where they took famous directors, any director that was out there that wouldn't do it, and they would let them do a short film, a horror movie, and
so
he was in one.
Kind of like the trailers to Grindhouse.
Yeah, kind of. But they were actual movies, you know.
Right.
This guy, I know you knew
Sean
that guy.
Hattasey, yeah.
I know you knew him.
In Faculty, yeah.
The Faculty.
He was in one of my favorite.
Wasn't he in that Justin Timberlake movie?
Time? The Time
which
movie?
No, it's the one where Timberlake plays he plays a gangster in almost every movie.
He's in.
Alpha Dog.
Alpha Dog, yeah.
He's in two of my favorite Freddie Prinze movies, and yes, I have favorite Freddie Prinze movies. One is Down to You with Julia Stiles.
I don't know that one.
I really enjoy that one. It's not popular. It's not. It was kind of on the decline of when he was doing those movies.
So like 2 weeks after he started.
What was the other? Oh, the other one was Boys and Girls, Sex Changes Everything, which is a very long title from a movie.
Never saw that one either.
Him and I want to say Amanda Peet. He was in that.
Man, you really watched some fucked up movies. I never heard of those before.
They're good movies. They're very funny. I like Freddie Prinze. I wish we could get him on the show.
I tried.
I understand.
I know you know who this is.
What about Michael Rappaport?
I like him too.
He's in a new Netflix show.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Is he yelling at somebody?
Yes.
He's always fucking yelling and shit. He's very vulgar.
I
like him though.
He's in a very different show than you would ever expect him in.
I think I want to choke him out.
Why? What's wrong with Michael?
Let's go with that.
American History X?
Oh,
I never saw that.
No, I'm not.
Let me just tell you, man. That's a role.
American History X.
Because like
higher learning.
Because look, that's just a role, dude.
I know, but still, most of the shit that he plays in now, he's a fucking cunt. He's a goddamn cunt. I just want to choke him out.
Where did he start though? What was the movies that he was in before that? He was in what was the name of that Spike Lee movie that he was in? Do the Right Thing.
Do the Right Thing.
He was
By
in
the
Do the Right
way,
Thing.
the name of this episode is Kyle Wants to Choke Out Michael Rappaport.
Definitely do it.
If y'all out there, if you want to start hashtag Kyle chokes Michael Rappaport,
do it.
Like, we're all for it.
KCMR, Kyle chokes Michael Rappaport.
Michael Rappaport, I don't dislike, but in every movie he's in, he plays.
He plays himself.
He's arrogant too.
What I'm about to tell you, he's completely different than he's ever been. Ever in any show, but he's always like, and I'm sure this is because of the neighborhood he grew up in.
Very arrogant. All
he's
black
very
neighborhood.
White dude who's really into black culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's where he probably grew up.
Yeah.
Deep Blue Sea, like every fucking movie that he's in, that's what he does. Yeah. He's in a new Netflix show called Atypical.
I always pass it up. I pass it up every time I see it.
You should watch at least one episode because it's interesting. What it is, it's about. I've always wanted to fuck her.
She's gonna be there too. That would be Christine Elise.
Short hair.
Yeah.
She was in 90210, Child's Play, and a few other stuff.
Didn't she come back for the new Child's Play or something like that?
Not that I know of.
Children's Play?
I think everybody came back for that last one. I think a lot of people that weren't killed.
But anyway.
You wanted to fuck him too, huh? I knew it.
Yeah.
Tommy Flanagan. But, you know who that is, right? You've seen
I've seen Sin City.
This up here.
Tommy and Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah.
He's also in Braveheart.
I've seen Sin City. I didn't watch all of Sons of Anarchy.
So Atypical
but he's in there, so
is about this family, and there's a daughter and a son, and the son is autistic.
Nice.
And it's kind of a dramedy. And Michael Rappaport, there's no like, I'm the white guy who wants to be black shit. He just plays a dude. Like a kind of a normal, like...
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another
dude. The kind of dude, and I'm not saying this to be a dick, but the kind of dude that probably voted for Trump, like, just sort of a little bit... I'm sorry if I insulted anybody. I'm not trying to, like... I'm just saying, like, kind of like a all-around white dude who just wants to, like, do his job, take care of his family, and doesn't want to hear shit about anything. Like, that kind of thing. And he's struggling because he loves sports and shit like that. And his son is this, like, autistic genius, you know.
Is he left-handed as well?
I don't know, Kyle. There's no left-handed episode that I've seen so far. I'm sorry. Are you suggesting that, like, I guess I would be half autistic if that was the case?
Correct.
But yeah, and, like, so it's all about the son, but, like, he struggles to connect to his son. And the son, basically, the episode starts with...
no, because they'll chase you like a hungry ape.
Okay.
The show starts with the son talking to his counselor about like he basically has a counselor that he meets with weekly to discuss dealing with society. Like 17, 18.
Oh shit. It's far off into autism here.
Yeah. And he's basically he makes a comment about like how he'll always be alone, and the counselor tells him like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you're trying to finish, but when Kyle said, "Oh, he's far off into autism,"
17 years,
like he was working at it and shit.
Definitely.
Sorry.
He did get his black belt in autism.
It's amazing.
Oh fuck.
So he says something about like how he'll always be alone, and the counselor says, it's not true. Like a lot of autistic people do date, they have sex, some of them get married. Like we can work on, you being able to relate to women and stuff like that. So he goes home and brings it up at like the dinner table. They're like, tell me about your day. Cause like a lot of autistic families, they try to like round the kid by like, tell me 3 things about your day.
Blatantly honest.
Yeah. He's like, I saw Carrie. She said, I should start dating and that I should have sex. She didn't actually say I should have sex. I just added that in. and the sister starts laughing hysterically. It's a good show. I've only seen 2 episodes because it's very fucking uncomfortable. Like there's a scene. Yeah. There's a scene early on where he actually, I think it's the 2nd episode. There's this girl. He works at like a Best Buy, and he's got a best friend who's kind of sounds like Kyle's roommate a little bit.
I can go with that. The
best friend's like kind of this like doofy dude that talks about all the women he fucks and probably doesn't fuck anywhere near them.
Oh no!
I'm not suggesting that that's what I don't know, Joseph.
I was about to say it's totally opposite with my roommate.
I'm not suggesting that. I'm actually just
my roommate get
around.
pussy, but it ain't like that. We don't talk about it.
Yeah, but I'm just fucking around. But so he like the best friend's like sees a girl like that's looking at him, like checking him out, like this little like whatever redhead chick. So like, he's like, go talk to her. So the kid goes to the autistic kid goes to talk to her, and the best friend's in the background doing like gyration moments, like yeah, fuck her, and she turns around, but he ends up like going out on a date with her, and for some reason, like this is what I don't understand. He's clearly autistic. She goes out on a date and like she asks him like, tell me about you, and he just like, I love penguins. You know that penguins like
brutally honest.
Yeah, and she's like, he's like, he says, do you know that your left eye is 2 centimeters lower than your right eye?
Don't do that.
Well, she actually says like, wow, no one's ever said that. You're pretty honest. And he's like, yes, sorry if that hurts your feelings or whatever. And she ends up like, he admits that he's never had sex. Because it's just another, tell me more about you. Like, I'm a virgin. And she's like, you never had sex, huh? She's like, you want to? So,
blows their mind.
Bear in mind, they're out on a date in the back of a Best Buy because that's where he just bought a pizza and like they're eating on a bench outside of a Best Buy that he works at.
It's because that's the only place he really knows where to go.
5 minutes, yes. 5 minutes later, they're back at her dormitory, and he's narrating what's happening, and he says, one thing about me is that I can't, like, I can take hard, like, pressure, like people touching me. I can't deal with, like, someone touching me softly. And the girl starts, like, slowly treading her fingers over his chest. And he freaks out and throws her off the bed.
No.
And then she starts screaming at him, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Is your brain broken?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's an uncomfortable show.
Very.
But very good. Michael Rappaport is probably the best acting he's ever done. I've actually liked him in a lot of movies.
Kind of sort of terrible actor. I don't like him in most of the shit that he's
Kyle is very opinionated today.
Mm-hmm.
He's very
Kyle
mean.
wants to choke out Michael Rappaport.
The rear
the
naked,
name of the episode.
Maybe a triangle choke. Nice. Or probably put him in an arm bar.
Ooh, yeah. Break his arm a little bit, Fuck him up.
Get that arm out of the way and then probably get him in a dorsal.
You see, I was going to say this, but, Rum is that best friend. He's the one who's like, go talk to him, retarded boy. And then you go talk to him. That's Rum right there. And he's like doing the gyrations and... trying to get the girl drunk.
I'll say this. I like a lot of movies that Michael Rappaport in, but I don't know that it's him that makes the movie. Like, have y'all ever seen Beautiful Girls?
I'm trying to remember.
Movie. This was Natalie Portman right after...
Right after
pretty
she
fucked
did
up movie.
was it
The Assassin?
Not Assassin.
The Professional.
Professional, yeah.
Leon the Professional.
Which still gives
Give me everyone.
Just it bothers me.
Everyone. Yeah.
I haven't seen that in years.
It still bothers me.
I remember that.
No women, no kids.
But he wants to fuck the little girl.
Well,
Nah.
wait, we talking about The Professional or are we talking about
Oh wait, I'm sorry. That was me.
Beautiful Girls? I was way younger back then, but I wanted to fuck Natalie Portman in that movie.
God, yeah, dude.
But that's the thing.
The little girl?
In Beautiful,
Yeah,
dude.
she's like 13 in that movie.
No,
Maybe
10. I think she was 10.
10?
Really?
Yeah.
Was she supposed to be 13 though?
No, she was supposed to be younger.
Okay, so here's the thing. This movie's pretty fucked up. Like
It is, but it's a fantastic
about this
movie.
guy who goes to his hometown. Like he's kind of confused about what to do with his life. He's got a girl.
Oh,
who
you're
wants to
talking
marry
about
him.
Beautiful Girls. I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about The Professional. Sorry.
yeah. No,
The Professional,
I'm
she was
talking
like 10 years old then.
about-
Oh
say
yeah.
Baby
She
Girl.
was very young in Professional.
Yeah, she was. I think she might.
She
That
was
was
a
the
couple
first
years
thing. That was the first thing she ever did. Yeah.
She was a year or two older in Beautiful Girls.
Right. Which I really
But-
like that movie because I watched it too.
But that movie stars an old 80s, 90s actor, Timothy Hutton, and Michael Rappaport, and one other guy. I don't remember who it was. Doesn't matter.
We'll call him Bob.
All right, Bob.
See.
So, basically, the movie's about Timothy Hutton's character goes to his hometown for, I think it's like a high school reunion, and he's conflicted because like he's one of those dudes who can't really commit, and he's got a girl that's great. He doesn't know if he wants to marry her, and he goes to his next door to his childhood home where his parents still live. There's a new family with this little girl who's, like I said, maybe 12, 13 years old, played by Natalie Portman, and he has. Is
What
it in
the
there?
Fuck?
No, it's
Natalie Portman.
by the way,
collection.
Anywhere
Garden
but
State,
where
one of my
Garden
favorite
State
movies of all
and
time.
Where
Out
the
of
Heart
town.
Is. There's only 3 of them in there.
Two of my favorite movies of all time. Oh, we could talk about this one day.
I've actually not read. I've not watched
my
any of these.
God. Oh, the eyebrows.
We could talk about
Okay.
I've been having that forever.
two of those movies. Two of
Jesus
my all-time favorite movies.
She's got.
But yeah, the whole movie is about this weird, like it's platonic. Like he doesn't come anywhere near to fucking her, but there's clearly like,
Very much sexual tension.
yeah, and like she plays a very. It's kind of like The Professional. She plays like a more adult character, and like that's what he's supposedly attracted to. It's a fucked up movie. I haven't seen it in years, but like it's really, especially now with like all this shit, like Roy Moore and all this shit, like to think about
With all
like,
the rape stuff, yeah.
yeah, well, like people like Gary Goddard apparently. Hopefully, it's untrue, but
I hope so.
supposedly raping like child actors.
Oh,
The guy who directed Masters of the Universe.
Masters of the Universe.
Yeah,
it
the
was
movie.
Dolph Lundgren.
The old movie.
The guy who directed it and then went on to make the Jurassic Park River Adventure at.
Oh, the
Universal.
little boys on the little kid on Jurassic Park. Did he touch him too?
That we
No,
don't
he
know.
wasn't on that movie.
Oh,
So after Jurassic Park, they made a Jurassic Park ride
Right.
for
Yes.
Universal Studios Hollywood and
Yeah.
Universal Studios Florida.
uh-huh.
He created that, and he actually directed the
He created the ride.
Yes.
he designed it.
Did he create
also
the
created-
ride with locks on the doors so kids couldn't get out?
Yes.
Well, no, there's no doors on it.
He actually created It's a Small World, so all the little kids, those are real dead kids that are singing to you on that ride.
taxidermy kids?
Because he fucked them all, Kyle. He fucked them all. Every country, Kyle.
I really hope that's not true.
I did too.
We wanted to get him on the show, and we never got around to it.
Now we couldn't fucking touch him with a 10-pole stick.
And we still could. It'd be fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the
I
thing.
wouldn't ask him any of those
Here's
questions.
the thing, like
No, fuck that.
you do
And-
need to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's not
probably
true,
wouldn't talk about
but
it.
there's 8 people saying that he raped them when he was a kid, when they were kids.
That's bad.
You know,
How is they letting this happen though? It was
Hollywood supposedly is full of pedophiles. Like supposedly, like there's like child
just
sex.
riddled. Just nothing but the red dots all.
I mean, I don't
Hollywood.
understand how people.
See, Kyle, you missed your chance, man.
I don't understand how the people are letting this happen. I was doing karate at that time,
Dude.
You know how many old people get kicked in the sack?
Look, let me tell you something.
I was
Well,
very
you know,
strong
Cat
as a
Williams has a
child.
bit about that. Like he said, you notice like all those kids that Michael Jackson fuck. You said you noticed like not one of them was black.
I mean, there ain't nobody putting up a fight. Are you serious? My brother got handcuffed to a water heater one time. He thought it was a game, so he broke out. It's like there's no way. There's no way.
All right, hold on. You can't just fucking nonchalantly say.
I think you can. I think we can.
My brother just got handcuffed to a. Oh no, motherfucker.
Yeah,
what was?
Apparently at school he talks about it. Apparently at school, fucking one of the teachers is like, yeah, fucking locked him in a room closet.
Is it your younger brother?
No, my older brother, Kevin.
All right, we gotta get Kevin on the show to talk.
My younger brother, this shit wouldn't happen. We're too old for that shit. Like we wouldn't let that go down.
Well,
you
said like he was in school. I don't remember how old your younger brother is.
Kevin in school, St. August, some shit like that. Purple Punks.
All right, we're gonna.
In school, they changed him to a radiator.
Yeah,
that's what he
said. Like he broke out. And
we're gonna get this cleared up when Kevin. We're gonna get Kevin on the show. Kevin, you gotta come back over here, man.
Stanislav?
Saint Stanislav. I don't know what
that's
that is.
That's the what's the name school? The for kids that are fucking trouble.
Oh no!
I
mean,
maybe it's Stanislaus.
Stanislaus, yeah.
But yeah, no.
Like kind of like coleslaw.
Like I don't.
It's like a juvie school.
Man, I was on a boat with a big gay guy one time, and he tickled me, and I was like, it's time to get out of here.
He tickled you?
It's time to get out of here. Yeah.
You liked it, didn't you?
I did not like that.
You felt uncomfortable because you were like,
uncomfortable.
You were like,
son,
I kind of like it, but I don't want you to.
There was one entrance in this boat. It's a little bitty speedboat.
Hey man, there was
one entrance and
there was
one
two
exit and one bed.
There was two entrances. One was your asshole, and the other one was the bed.
It's not. It's too big. He's too big of a guy. Fuck that. And
that's
I
what
know
he was
soft.
For.
He was very, his feelings got hurt real easy. So I could have easily chopped him in the throat or some shit like that and I'd have escaped.
What did you do?
He wouldn't have got me. Well, I was like, man, you tickling me in this fucking confined ass area. I think this is a bit much. I'm out, yo. Yeah. Nah, you're not about, what? You ain't about to take my ass in this
Why did you hurt his feelings?
Huh? Because he was gay.
Kyle.
We didn't care for him. I mean, we cared for him.
I think what we've learned on this episode is that Kyle's a homophobe.
Yeah, he is. You heard that, right? You heard that. And he said he hates him.
Call it what you like. I don't care. It doesn't matter. You cannot. No, you ain't about to take my ass. Like, willingly take my ass?
He was just trying to be friendly. He didn't, like, touch your booty hole.
What?
Did he finger your asshole?
Man, you know how vulnerable I am after I'm getting tickled? I'm ticklish.
What?
No, actually, I don't know. But now that we do know.
Is that your kryptonite? Like,
no, is it?
Kyle gets tickled
if I'm tickled, and especially if
how much money you got on you?
Me, if you overweigh me, and like if you overweigh me, and you tickle me, dude. At first, I'll shit and piss on myself. Secondly, like you can.
We tickling Kyle when we get outside.
I will fight both.
Oh yeah. You better be ready.
You can't have this. No,
I want to take it.
I'll be damned. Kyle did shit on himself.
Yeah. I'm 32 years old. You can't be tickled.
We know how old you are.
I'm too old to be getting tickled. I don't know why I'm still ticklish.
Well, wait, hold on. How old were you when the gay man was tickling you?
I'm probably like 16.
Well, you weren't old enough then.
By the way,
I wasn't heavy enough either.
By the way,
you could have easily
that's the name of your special. That's your name of your special. Too old to be tickled.
I'm too old.
There you go.
And that story,
I like that.
That's good, dude.
I really do like that.
And that homophobe story definitely goes.
It has
in the
to go
special.
in.
I got a whole bit about adult tickle syndrome.
No, dude, that is an excellent name for the special for sure.
Too old to be tickled. I like that. That is really good. I'm gonna write that down.
In your anal.
In my anal. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
All right. So we had 52 minutes.
That's cool. But we, I guess that means we're done for this episode.
I mean, we got more to talk about.
We always say that, and then like 45 minutes later, motherfuckers, are we done now, you guys?
We've been doing about an hour lately.
Yeah.
Actually, the one where I did need to leave did end up like an hour and a half.
The last time we was
when you was over at my house.
Spoil this.
Because like you were like, yeah, I saw Thor Ragnarok. I was like, oh, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah. Oh, Thor was the shit.
I haven't seen it, so. I haven't seen it yet. I want to watch it, but it's one of those things. I had to go see Star Wars first.
We'll probably go home and watch it. Give me the lineup of these Star Wars that I need to get her to watch.
You need to see the 3 original movies first and foremost. You really don't even have to see the prequels, but you definitely have to start with A New Hope, Episode 4.
Episode 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the best 3.
Okay.
And like all those people that were shitting on Force Awakens, I kind of like that one too.
Force Awakens.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Oh, Force Awakens. I was thinking The Last Jedi. Yeah. Force Awakens is good. I enjoyed it. I think it's what it needed to be. Yeah.
It was way better than this last piece of shit that was out there.
I mean, I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, because I own Force Awakens, actually.
Yeah, me too.
I might watch it, like, tonight or something like that, but
I actually almost put it on today.
I actually ran into Robbie Musso, our friend at the you know, works Transformers. I was at a comic shop looking for something. The motherfucker like gets in real close to me. Like I'm looking at a display stand for something. Dude gets in real close. Like I'm like, all right. So I back up to let him I'm like, all right, if you need to look at it that bad. Gets in again. I was like about to say something. He looks up at me and says, Adam, like, pay attention. I was like, you was about to get it. Like what the fuck? And Robbie Musso was like the last person on earth that you'd punch in the face besides like your mom.
He's like the nicest dude, man, ever.
But wait, what was you supposed to be paying attention to?
No, him, because
I didn't know. Like he was trying to he wasn't looking at anything. He was fucking with me because he was looking right at me, and I didn't notice that he was there.
Oh,
yeah, he's just fucking.
But
yeah, it gets weird when people get really close.
You like it? That. You like it
when random people
when they
just
tickle
get close to you? Mm-hmm. Nah, well that too. But I'm small. Don't be just lurking over my shoulder, nigga. If you want the banana, say excuse me.
He wasn't looking over my shoulder. He was like getting
all up in
front of me. Like it was weird. But we ended up talking about I was trying to keep quiet and not say anything spoilers because you go in a comic shop and people.
And there's a lot of people in there. Yeah.
There weren't that many people in there, but I don't know if the clerks have seen it or anything like that. You know. And I was just saying like the people. There's people right now who are started a petition.
Yeah.
To have the new movie stricken from canon, meaning like the new movie don't count.
Yep.
Wait, what?
They're trying to have it removed.
Wait, the new
Star Wars?
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah. And I hated the movie, but the people who are overreacting, Rian Johnson ruined Star Wars. I was like, first of all, George Lucas ruined Star Wars about 15 years ago. Secondly, it's just a fucking movie.
It's just they want to nah, this is not going to be part of the Star Wars franchise now.
Yeah,
but they're trying to get rid of it.
Get the fuck out of here, nerds!
It's not
Jesus Christ, just fucking let the movie be.
I was watching the Red Letter Media.
It's not a movie, but I'm like, whatever.
I was watching
a lot of movies that aren't good movies. Just fuck.
I was watching the Red Letter Media review, and one of the guys, Rich Evans, was like, look, Star Wars is limited. Sorry you wasted your life and your fandom.
I mean, everybody hated when Jar Jar was there. I fucking love Jar Jar.
Then you'll love this movie.
I don't know whether you'll like the movie or not. You don't look at things critically. You might just enjoy it just for what it is.
Just to be like, oh, y'all made this with money? That's the
It's a beautiful film.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. Fuck. It's really
I'm
nice
gonna watch it as high as shit. So
if you saw the trailer, you saw it. So this isn't a spoiler. At one point, they're on a planet where they're in these weird crop duster jet things, and it looks like pod racing, but it's not.
Yeah.
And there's this red smoke coming out.
It's so cool.
It's apparently the planet's
dirt.
It's salt, but the salt turns red when I guess you're right. It's probably red.
Yeah, red underneath. Okay. Yeah, it's dirt.
So the dirt's like this beautiful red dirt, and it's oh man, it's gorgeous.
It really is.
It looks
incredible.
really cool. I just didn't like the movie, but whatever. I'm an adult. It didn't ruin Star Wars.
No.
And Solo, I don't even know if I'll see Solo. But it's not like Han Solo.
Han Solo? Oh,
yeah.
The next movie is going to be a Han Solo movie.
But with
what?
Childish Gambino, Donald Glover.
Yes, he plays Lando in it. Yeah. Which is another role. I like Donald Glover.
My thing is not. I don't think he's Lando. I have nothing.
Lando to come back out.
I have nothing against the way the movie looked. I thought the movie was great, and this is not a spoiler, but I just don't like what they did with with certain characters, and I don't like that the development just was here it is. It's not there anymore.
There was a few things that I really liked in the movie, but there was just so much shit that I was just I don't know.
I didn't understand.
I don't know what I'm watching. I don't know who made this decision. I don't know why Disney didn't, because Disney interfered in every other movie. They interfered in Rogue One. Apparently, the only part of Rogue One that I loved.
So it's Disney's fault?
I blame the director.
I get pissed off when shit goes to Disney. I'm like, oh, well, there goes the fucking blood. God.
Well, Marvel survived.
Marvel.
The thing is, the way Disney...
give me blood, man.
What?
He means violence.
Disney always takes blood out and shit, and they make it blue or some stupid shit.
The Marvel movies weren't bloody to begin with, though.
No, they weren't.
But they should be.
Why?
Fucking Wolverine's fucking slicing and dicing and shit. Rarely.
Look, this is for the first time I watched X-Men Apocalypse today.
Really?
Yeah. And it was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a good
Do you see how stupid fucking Twilight was with no blood?
No, God, I didn't see Twilight.
Yeah.
I don't know what Twilight is, but I didn't see Twilight either.
Fuck that.
It's fucking queer Twilight. Queer. God damn.
Queer Twilight.
Twilight.
Yeah, it's very queer. All of that was queer. And these vampires sparkle. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, these movies are designed to like appeal, like, okay, I enjoyed Logan. I thought it was like a really well done movie.
I didn't see that yet either.
Why?
Here's
you
the
need
thing.
to see that.
You made a fucking Wolverine movie that kids can't go see.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
What?
It's fucking, dude, it's an
You
X-Men
can go
character.
see it. You can go. Kids can go see it.
I wouldn't take my kid to see, not unless they were like 14, 15 years
There's a
old.
child in it. That's kicking ass.
Yeah, the child decapitates someone.
Nice. Kick ass. Thank you, America. The fucking that movie with that fucking
I know who you're talking about.
With Bobcat Goldthwait.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah, that he. Come on.
I never saw that.
I wouldn't let my
blew the
child be
fuck
in
up.
one of those movies either. I don't think children need to be innocent as long
I
as we
see
can keep them
infants in rated R movies.
That's bad parenting to me.
Oh, that's nigga kids. That's what that is.
I think that was covered by bad parenting, Kyle.
Yeah. We gotta.
I'm not trying to.
Down, though.
I'm not trying to
It's
be.
not white folks. It's nigga kids. It's like, why the fuck you brought this infant in here?
I'm not trying to be racist, but there does seem to be a crime problem in the black community. But no, I'm just saying, like same thing with Deadpool. All these people are like, they did Deadpool right. I'm like, you've never read a fucking Deadpool comic, because Deadpool has never been R-rated. That's, if you say Deadpool was always an R-rated character, you've never read a fucking Deadpool comic. You're full of shit.
Never read a Deadpool comic.
That's fine.
He wasn't always R-rated. I mean,
I just enjoyed Deadpool.
Now,
I enjoyed the movie too.
Somebody pointed out apparently the video game was I never played the video game.
Yeah, the video game is definitely R-rated.
Which, I mean, whatever. I'm just saying.
I mean, kids these days are playing fucking Call of Duty. Who cares?
But Deadpool is one of the most popular characters that Marvel has.
Nah.
Deadpool is just below. Deadpool is above Wolverine right now.
Oh yeah.
In terms of popularity. And you telling me you made a movie that kids can't see? And look, I enjoyed that movie, but all the R-rated shit, aside maybe from the blood. Actually,
Now, blood and shit is fine, but when you go to get into pegging and all that, then it's like, all right, maybe
That's the thing.
kid
Look,
can't see this movie.
the best part of the movie was watching Morena Baccarin get fucked. I'm all about that shit.
Saucy
However,
titty.
did it add to that movie at all? No.
No.
The cursing didn't add to the jokes. The best joke in that movie, in my opinion, is when he's about to go off at the end of the movie and he tells Blind Al somewhere in this apartment is like $2 million, an entire briefcase of cocaine. Get digging. like, that made me laugh hysterically. But it's not it's the R-rated shit did not add to the movie, you know. But Disney came out and said they're not gonna G-rate. It's still gonna be R-rated when they make the sequel. Well, I guess the sequel's pretty much already made.
It's done, yeah.
Sequel, Deadpool?
Yeah,
Deadpool
2 with Cable and I forget who else is in it.
Where you're gonna have like all kinds of like racial arguments over it.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
because of fucking Domino.
I don't know why they made that choice.
Because they're dumb.
Wait, what about it?
Domino's a white girl.
Well, no. I actually always thought
Is she
Domino
not
was
supposed
Asian. Domino is an X-Men character that has white skin, like your shirt white.
Like
not
white.
Wayne, not Wayne White.
Albino white.
Albino white. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Whiter than albino, literally like your shirt.
It's like
But
somebody
she
took
has
white out and painted her.
She has it's kind of like Spuds McKinney. She has a black spot,
It's kind of like fucking powder.
Yeah.
kind of, and she's but her mutation just turns her skin actual white, except she has a black spot around her eye. And you don't actually know what ethnicity is.
Yeah.
I actually always thought she was Asian, but it doesn't really matter.
Well, that's true. She could. Yeah, from the comics, she could have been Asian.
And so they took that character, and they were like, I don't know if they were trying to be racial.
What is her power, though?
She beats the shit out of
She's
people.
got like a luck power. Like that's partly why she's called Domino. She's got like a power where things kind of turn up in her favor.
Oh.
Like let the dominoes fall where they may, that kind of thing. It's whatever. But she's like a Wolverine type character,
That
but
was one of
without
the attributes
claws.
I never put up on, like, when you play Marvel vs. Capcom or fucking Marvel Alliance. Luck, I was like, yeah, I'll just wait and get the rest of my strength up.
But basically, so they chose a black actress, which is fine. I don't think it matters whether the actress is black or white or Asian or Hispanic or whatever. But instead of doing like Gamora, like from Guardians of the Galaxy, where they painted Zoe Saldana's skin green, or Mystique where they painted her blue, they just left the actress black and then put like a weird white spot and basically inverted it.
Why did they do that?
But she also has like a big afro. Like the character design has nothing to do with the character. And, so all these people, when they saw it, like people like me were like, that's not dominant. It actually looks very similar. You saw Luke Cage, right?
Yeah.
The detective Misty Knight?
Yeah.
If I show you a picture, like I can show you a picture, the actress who is Domino in the movie actually looks, with the exception of like Misty Knight always had a cyborg arm.
Right.
But other than that, she looks like Misty Knight. Well, also the white spot.
But you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the dog on Spaceballs.
John Candy?
Yeah. He had a white patch
over his eye.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know where he's going with this. But I'm just saying, like, they made this racial for no reason. Like, you could have kept the same actress, put some makeup on her, and made her look like Domino, and it wouldn't have mattered. Now, granted,
instead they did it the opposite way.
I get that you'd be making a black actress into a white person.
So what?
But if that's the case, if you're worried about that, then don't.
But Domino's
don't choose
white
a black
with black spots.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing. I saw some people like, apparently y'all have never played Dominoes. There are black Dominoes with white spots.
Well, yeah, there are.
There's both.
Oh yeah.
So I saw some people like, you've never played Dominoes. Like, yeah.
But 90% of the Dominoes are white with black spots.
Right. But either way, I resent. Like, it kind of makes me not want to see the movie because, like, I don't want to have arguments about whether or not I'm a racist because they did a bad job.
Right.
Like, in the world, like, don't we talk enough about who's fucking racist and shit like that?
Yeah, I mean,
like, do we need
they got
fucking
mixed
deadpool?
babies now, so you can see in Bright, fucking Will Smith is cutting all that shit out. And he's like, man, I like these white girls. Look at this mixed baby. God damn it, Cheerios is doing the right thing. No.
And that'll do it for the MHOG podcast.
We're now sponsored by Cheerios.
Cheerios is doing the right thing. So
yeah.
Anyway,
you're getting a lot of more. You get more mixed commercials now. It's like, oh, this grandma.
I got a mixed goddaughter. I'm technically nobody looks at me that way, but I'm a mixed kid.
This grandma is clearly white, and this child is clearly mixed.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
A black baby.
Yeah,
right
I hear you, but my mom's clearly white, and I'm clearly not.
Yeah.
Nah, good.
Although to be
fucking
funny enough, her father, who was pure-blooded Italian, actually had a closer skin tone than me.
FBI.
Mm-hmm. But we're Sicilian, so we do have black blood in us.
Hence the penis.
I don't have a big dick.
Aw.
I mean, I don't assume all black dudes do, but if that's what you were implying.
I've talked, let me rephrase that. I've talked to strippers. And they said, oh, Sicilians. Yeah, Sicilians guys.
This is Kyle has realized that his old lady does watch. I'm sorry, should I even be calling her your old lady? Women don't always like that. That's a dude thing.
Yeah.
But kind of like there's like the last time he was over at my house, he said something, and like he's facing me and she's behind him, and a couple of times he stopped what he did and like turned around and said, and then corrected himself.
Yeah.
I'm like,
definitely gotta.
It's hard. It's hard when your old lady listens to a show. You can't. You gotta. Anyway. But he was saying.
Yeah, I've talked to strippers and they're like, Sicilian? Yeah, they got pretty big dicks. I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you for that.
I just want to ask you a question. Why
thank
are
you
you
for telling me I got shafted?
I never asked. I never asked. It just there's a conversation.
What you're saying is that they were telling you about the common dick types of different types of people.
Oh, what I like best? Oh, Afghanis and Sicilians. It's like, that seems gross.
Because you like it when a man's, like when you're rubbing on a man, he goes, I'm sorry if Ibrahim is listening.
No,
I know is he Afghani?
I don't know. I'd have to ask him.
He said he was Muslim. I know
he's Muslim.
Afghani.
It might not have been Afghans though. I think that was just the only thing that got stuck in my head is Afghans.
That's a type of blanket.
It's also the first half of band name.
And it's also a dog.
Very expensive dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have a big dick. I got an average dick.
And on that note, we are going to end the show since we don't need to talk about penis all night long.
Penis song.
About dicks and shit.
Dick!
This has been fun.
Yes, it was. Anyway, thank you guys. I was your host, Wayne.
Jesus.
I'm waiting on you, motherfucker.
I'm Dick Fontaine.
This is Dick Fontaine. And, of course, the always lovable
Kyle.
That's right. So, thank you guys. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, to keep it... That's right.
I was trying to think of the dick name that I used to use. Dick, like Storm Show or something like that.
Dick Mortar.
That we speaking your refrain, that I'm story